Welcome back to Market on Close. Shares of Walmart are on the rise today, up almost 5% right now, trading just below all-time highs after it became the latest company to team up with OpenAI. The newly announced partnership will start with allowing customers and members to shop on Walmart through ChatGPT using instant checkout. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman said, quote, "It's just one way AI will help people every day under our work together." Now, really interesting to highlight Walmart on this big headline driving day for Options Corner. So I want to bring Rick Ducat, our lead market technician, into the conversation here to talk about Walmart. Walmart's such an interesting company to try to compare to its peers. And I almost want to put that in air quotes because Walmart has its hands in so many different pies that it's hard to really draw any sort of comparison. So I guess just looking at it more broadly against the market will help. How does it perform?
Yeah, exactly. So if you were to look at it versus its own consumer staple sector, pretty handy outperformance as well as versus the broader S&P 500. The staple sector actually down about 3.8% during the year. Now, you could also say Walmart versus brick and mortar big box stores. So Costco doing okay, Best Buy not so great, Target, down in the dumps here, minus 43%. So Walmart's at the head of the pack for this measure too. You could also think, okay, like Walmart versus discount retail though. Once again, still this sector is doing decently here. The reason I would think this one's important, if we start seeing discount retail and more defensive names starting to show more strength, it could be a foreboding sign for the economy as a whole. But overall, it seems like not as much of a swing up as you might have thought, given the emphasis we've seen on this defensive sector lately here. Finally, if you were to do e-commerce too, Alibaba's the standout here, but they've got a whole other thing going on with their AI chips here. So really, Walmart is more kind of typical by this measure. Amazon's actually the laggard in this case.
Very interesting to see that, and this series of OpenAI headlines, obviously very different. Some of them chip related, some of them data center related. This one involving this shopping outlet they're going to offer, this instant checkout. You search online if you're not familiar with, you type into ChatGPT, I'm looking for a present for my 8-year-old daughter. What's the hot Christmas present? And it will populate it. And soon, they haven't said exactly the date, but you'll be able to order it straight through ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will take a small fee. So OpenAI will profit off of your order from Walmart.com. But as we look at the chart, knowing that we've moved now almost 5% to the upside on the day, and they've maintained that for most of the day on this headline, what are the technicals telling us here?
Sure. So Walmart is one of these companies that has seen pretty strong growth for more of a staples name, as we said here. But we had a ceiling here near about the 105 level, an old high, repeated a couple more times here. Then today's large green candle, we still had pretty up noticeably here from the previous close. We're down from the high, though. But for now, we have made a pretty strong push above that level here, hanging on above that point here. You could also see, looking lower, 99 to 100 between our two green lines here. You can see how often price stopped around that general area here. So a $1 range, giving you a supportive zone here to consider. But trend lines still pointing to the upside here, actually steepening versus our more modest blue line there. If we were to consider a couple of our other technical studies here, whoops, minimize myself on accident there. Sorry, just making things worse there. And we can see now that we can bring it back here. There we go. Sorry. So if we were to bring it back now, the +1 standard deviation channel, pretty close to our old highs there, near about 108.79. So around that level is where you might see potential consolidation here. Volume node to the downside, near about 103, lines up with our linear regression line and our 21-day exponential moving average.
And as far as options activity on Walmart today, is it pretty normal? Did we see a little bit more activity than usual?
Yes, sizzle 4.2, so 4.2 times the 5-day moving average of options volume here. 360,000 contracts traded, 74% call. So a pretty active name in general here, but especially active today. If we were to consider our expected move here for the November 21st expiration, that's this purple shaded area. So about 99 to 117 or so. Notice that that 99 level pretty much is close to that support zone that we mentioned earlier. So that sticks out to me. But to the upside, not really anything cleanly matching up here. Fairly close to the +2 standard deviation channel, but that's a moving target. It'll be different as we move forward in time here.
All right. So did you see any notable trades, though, on this headline? Every time we've had another OpenAI, we've seen some notable options trades. Did you find any for Walmart today?
There was one large sweep trade. It wasn't the biggest dollar amount, but probably the biggest total contracts here. Plus 5,000 January 16th, 97.5 puts at a 191 average debit. About a $956,000 debit paid, 94 days out here. Basically right in line with the expected move for that series here. It needs like an 11.5% move to the downside to start making money.
Well, Rick, thank you for breaking down Walmart for us for Options Corner today.